citizens to be heard on items not on the agenda? If so, please come forward, identify yourself, and you have 3 minutes.
Yeah, I'm Brian Donahue. I live at 4333 Holden Street. Joe left the building. Looks like he's left, okay. I just wanted to say, to reiterate what I had said to Chris Owens upon her resignation from the Planning Commission, the same thing to Joe Lutz. I've disagreed with Joe far more than I've agreed with his planning vision for the city. In fact, disagree quite vehemently. However, I will say this about Joe. He, like Chris Owens, he always returns my phone calls. And that's saying a lot. And in a town like Emeryville, in a town as small as we are, I think that's critical, that the city officials return concerned citizens' phone calls. I think it's really critical. And Joe has always done that. And he's left the building, unfortunately, but I wanted him to know that I really appreciated that. And I think that's what makes 90% of what makes a good planning commissioner. Thank you.
Thank you, Brian. Are there any other citizens wishing to speak on items not on this evening's agenda? Seeing none, we'll move on to the action recaps. We have 2 of them this evening. Charlie?
Yes, you have your recap from your regular meeting of April 27th, and you also have before you the action recap of the last joint meeting with the City Council. In the past, we've had brought those action recaps back to the next joint meeting, but since our next joint meeting won't be for a few months, we decided to bring those that action recap to you, and it will also be brought back separately to the City Council.
Okay.
I move approval on the joint meeting minutes of March 30th, 2006. I actually have a comment on the April 27th.
I have numerous comments on the April 27th.
Okay, can we,
Do we have a second on the joint meeting?
Second.
okay, without exception?
I may have to take an exception because I wasn't on the commission at the time.
Oh, okay,
Okay, well, it would be 6 ayes and 1 abstention.
right, okay. And then your comments on the 27th?
Okay, a number of them on page 2, and that is just a typo, but the record should probably be corrected. Second paragraph down, I believe that should actually read April 18th, not April 189. On page 4, John Sherman, he pronounces it Sherman, it's actually spelled Scheuermann. We German spelling people understand this. But anyway, the spelling should probably be corrected to Scheuerman. That is the correct spelling of his name. Further down, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. The 10th paragraph, Commissioner Trotting agrees with Commissioner Cardoza regarding the color of the building. He thinks restroom facilities should be provided in the public area. He likes the shadowing. He remembers the Park Avenue District Committee was not enamored with the 2-tier buildings. I would like that corrected. I did not indicate that. I indicated that particular 2-tier building. I think that the Park Avenue District, my understanding from all the meetings I've gone to, is that in general, tier 2 buildings are significant and important, but that particular one was not. And so the idea that I believe that the Park Avenue is not enamored with 2-tier buildings in general is incorrect.
So we'd change that to say with this Tier 2 building.
With this particular Tier 2 building.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 paragraphs below that. He, meaning in this case Hank Van Dyke, the last sentence he said there are long-range plans to have the traffic signals undergrounded. I don't think that's what Hank was saying. I don't think we want traffic signals underground, but probably the wiring along the streets in that area, and that there would be a traffic signal in the particular intersection that he was referring to, I think is more the spirit of what Hank was saying. On page 10, second paragraph, Commissioner Troiting said that it was a joy to see the project get to this point. He was glad that he came to the neighbors to ask for their input. I think more the gist of what I was trying to say was I had a lot of joy at the way this project had progressed, in that the developer had, from the very beginning, expressed an incredible amount of neighborhood, or sought an incredible amount of neighborhood participation and buy-in. I wasn't, it's not just that I happened to like the project, but what gave me a lot of joy was the particular way he pursued the project as a real collaborative effort, rather than, blithely marching on ahead, as at least one other developer in the same neighborhood has done, to the great pain of the entire city. So that was more the gist of my comment in that one. So thanks. And actually, given the fact that I was speaking as a member of the public and had recused from that one, I should probably be listed as Citizen Troiting or something like that, rather than Commissioner, because I wasn't speaking as a Commissioner on that.
Thank you, Ed. Jim?
My comments, first is on page 7, under my comments for the this is for the Lazy Boy, on the last sentence of that item, where it reads that the applicant may want to use scones to break up the wall.
Yeah, I saw that.
I had said sconces, not scones. That wasn't part of my humor.
Will they have honey on them?
Sometimes gets out there, but. And then I'd also, under Commissioner comments on page 10, I had put together some pretty specific language that didn't completely get captured, but I assumed that information was relayed to the council.
Actually, I will get to that under director's reports.
Thanks.
So is it okay what it says in the minutes? Okay.
Okay, do I hear a motion to approve?
Did I hear that someone else had comments, or that's it?
I think that was it.
Okay.
I'll move approval with the revisions.
Second.
Without exception? Okay.